time I see snow on the sandy beaches of Carolina Beach, though. The sunrise is pretty as you're watching WRAL News. Available in Spectrum and the WRAL app on your TV or your streaming device. Now, Elizabeth, I know that's not unheard of, right, to see snow on the beach, but still, I mean, still kind of trippy to see that, right?
Oh, it's amazing. Still, I mean, the snow fell Tuesday night and we're still seeing it there on the beach. I'm sort of surprised. I figured that yesterday with some sunshine and warmer temperatures that it would all be gone by today. But that's a testament to how much snow they saw. And that's what's affecting us as well. Our eastern counties, a lot of those schools are either on delay or on remote or canceled for today because they just saw more snow than we did. Fayetteville's one of those. Look at that beautiful sunrise in Fayetteville. That's absolutely gorgeous. A couple of shady spots here in our backyard at the gardens still have snow. Chapel Hill looking nice this morning, mainly clear skies courtesy of Top of the Hill Restaurant, and a pretty start here in Apex as well. Our road temperatures are still cold right now, upper teens to mid 20s. So those eastern counties in particular will have a better chance of seeing some slick spots this morning. The next thing that we're watching, two things for later in the week, an isolated shower on Monday morning. That's 9 a.m. And then warmer next week. We're going to see some temperatures climbing into the 60s. So that's going to melt some snow for sure. It's quiet right now, a little disturbance with a little bit of snow there in the mountains, but we really don't have any rain in the forecast until very early Monday, and most of that is going to be in our southern counties. But that could affect the morning commute for some folks, so we'll keep our eye on it. Nothing to keep you from getting outside over the weekend. Put on a big jacket. Saturday's highs will be in the mid 40s, but Sunday into the mid 50s, which is normal for this time of year. I think people have been inside. It'll be fine to be out, maybe just a little bit muddy. One thing to remind your kids if they're out and about today, no ice is safe here in central North Carolina. If you see ponds or rivers or anything with ice on them, remind them that that's a very dangerous place. We had 2.2 inches of snow so far this month, and that kind of lines up with what we saw several years ago. Of course, we didn't see any snow the last 2 years, but will that be the end? Are we going to cap it there at 2.2? We do have above normal precipitation in the forecast for the first week of February, but also above normal temperatures. And looking ahead, the trend for February is also above normal. And we're going to go ahead and get into it. We're at normal on Sunday and Monday, but then above normal by Wednesday. That's going to feel comfortable, Ken.
Yes, that's where we're going to go to Elizabeth Gardner. Elizabeth, still cold out, but those mild temperatures are on the way.
They are, finally. There's a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel because it's been a very cold week. Some high thin clouds there in Fayetteville. We saw a good bit of that yesterday. We're going to see some of that on and off. A lot of folks are seeing some pretty blue skies right now, like Apex looking great, Chapel Hill, courtesy of Top of the Hill Restaurant, and in some shady spots in the Triangle area, like right here in our backyard at the Azalea Gardens, there are a couple of patches of snow. Meteorologist Anthony Bagliota has been out on the roads all morning, and in the Triangle, there's not much left on the roads, which is fantastic news. Our temperatures, though, are cold. We're in the low to mid 20s. The wind is light, so we don't have a wind chill. We look ahead to what's next as we get into next week. I think a lot of folks will be looking forward to a warm up. We'll have some temperatures in the 60s. We may see a few light showers in our southern counties on Monday morning during the commute, so keep checking back, and we'll let you know if that will affect you. Some snow showers up into the mountains, but we're going to be dry for the weekend. Our next best chance of any rain would be in our southern counties early on Monday, but if the timing or the position of that changes, we'll definitely let you know. Taking a look at the weekend, green light both days. Get outside. It'll be chilly Saturday in the mid 40s, but Sunday will climb into the mid 50s, so noticeably warmer. Sunday would be the choice day to get outside, even though it may be slightly cloudier. This is one thing that you don't want your kids to do outside. Get them out. They've probably been cooped up the last few days. Let them know that there's no safe ice. If the pond looks frozen, if the creek looks frozen, it is still very dangerous. It just doesn't get thick enough around here to be safe. Speaking of thick enough, hey, we got so far this January 2.2 inches of snow, which lines up fairly closely to what we saw several years ago. Of course, we missed 2 different years. Will this be the end? Is that going to be the top of it? Well, maybe. We do have above normal precipitation to start February, but we also have above normal temperatures. So we'll see. Definitely looking a bit warmer coming up. Notice that we'll be down near freezing for the morning lows up through Monday morning, but the afternoon highs could climb into the 60s by Wednesday, Ken.